you who don't know me, I am Mikayla's younger sister, and I'm honored to be standing up here today. I am 2 years younger than Mikayla, and growing up, she was my partner in crime. Mikayla always looked out for me as a child and a teenager, consistently showing up for not only me, but my friends as well. Countless nights she would stay up with me with doing projects that were due the next day, or helping me with a math concept I wasn't quite grasping. As a kid, I would follow her everywhere. She played an integral role in who I became, and although we were very different, I hate to admit it, but I followed in her footsteps in many ways in high school. She was involved in the school community and showed me the importance of contributing and honoring the place that we would spend the majority of our time. A characteristic that never wavered, no matter the setting she was in. Micah has brought a spontaneity out in my sister that I hadn't seen in a very long time. He also helped her to grow in her faith and dedication to God. And both Mikayla and Micah have been the first supporter and cheerleader for the other throughout their relationship. I love you both more than words can describe, and may God bless your union and future together. So please, raise a glass with me in celebrating Micah and Mikayla.
Mikayla, as I stand beside you today, I can't help but feel overwhelmingly lucky and proud to be the one you've chosen to spend the rest of your life with. I feel blessed to be standing here in front of the people who have watched our relationship grow, and I'm overjoyed that they could all be in attendance today so they could bear witness to the love we have for each other. Some people stand up here and say things about love at first sight, how they locked eyes with the other person across a crowded bar and knew that they were meant to be. But that wasn't us. When you first met me, you and your friends thought I was the biggest jerk in the room for plopping down at your table unannounced and then ignoring all of you for people I deemed more important on my phone for the whole evening. Somehow, I was lucky enough to be given a second chance at a first impression, as a couple of days later you chose to sit next to me in our first class together. I don't think I've ever told you how much that meant to me, as I was nervous about making new friends in a new chapter of my life. You've always said that you sat next to me because I was the only person you recognized, but seeing where we are today, I'm glad you settled back then.
I wouldn't say that I believe in soulmates, but I do believe that God's plan was at work when you sat at our table and we met, albeit didn't talk to us. As our friendship developed, you showed me things that I forgot I loved to do, like singing in the car, or the truck, or going to see movies in the theater. Most importantly, you invited me to church. You opened the door for me to begin exploring my faith again. Since we have started sharing our lives, we've been through many changes and seasons, and good and bad times. Long days of practicum followed by long nights of planning and marking, all while you were working on your new adventure. But we still managed to make memories and enjoy our time together. You have supported me through my degrees, getting my job, losing my job, then getting it again, a couple times. You pushed me through my messes, both literally and figuratively, and helped me grow. You encouraged me to be more involved in the church, and now we get to serve together in such a cool way.
I truly believe God brought us together the way He did to give our relationship a strong foundation to be built upon. You went from the girl in class to the girl I talked to about girl problems, eventually becoming my best friend, and finally the girl of my dreams. And today you become my wife. Mikayla, I promise to love and cherish you all the days of my life. You are the most beautiful, smart, and generous person I have ever known, and I promise to respect and support you in all things. I will be patient and loving towards you through the good and the bad, and together we will face all of life's experiences together from this day forward. Today you become my wife, and I become your husband, and I promise to be your equal in a loving, honest relationship for as long as we shall live.
As we move into this season of life, I promise to be empathetic, encouraging, and understanding. I promise to listen when I need to listen and provide words of advice when you need advice. I promise to work on picking up my clothes off the floor on a regular basis and reducing the amount of stop and drop. I promise to love you through the good and the not so good and work through what needs to be worked through. I promise that as our lives and family continues to grow and evolve, we will continue to learn new things about life and each other. Thank you for loving me through it all, and I'm so excited to see what God and our life has in store for us.
Micah, will you have this woman to be your wife? Will you love her and comfort her, honor and keep her in sickness and in health, forsaking all others, being faithful to her as long as you both shall live?
I will.
Mikayla, will you have this man to be your husband? Will you respect him and love him, comfort him and honor him, keep him in sickness and in health, forsaking all others, being faithful to him as long as you both shall live?
I will.
There's a light from a million suns burning through your blood. Feel the rivers run, a window to the hope and wildest truth.
Micah and Mikayla, by sealing your vows with these rings, you have now, as the scriptures declare, become one. Together, you will set up one of the greatest institutions on this side of heaven, called a home. We would like to remind you that a happy home is not based on things as much as your relationship with one another. So on the basis of the commitment that you have made before God and these witnesses, I, as a minister of the gospel and as a representative of the province of Alberta, declare you husband and wife. You are no longer two, but one. You may now kiss the bride.
Let it take your heart away. You gotta open up your eyes. You gotta open up and take a breath and let the light out. Let it take your heart away.
Micah has been a delight from the very beginning. He was a charmer, and I think he knew it, because even from a very young age, he could just capture every heart in the room, including his mother's. I loved every season of watching you grow up, Micah. And I'm so proud of the man you've become and all the many gifts that you have. You've got a wonderful partner in Mikayla, a woman who is also very kind and giving and gifted. And you make a wonderful team. And I've seen how you support and encourage each other, how you work together, and it's a wonderful thing, and I see a bright future ahead for the two of you.
So, Micah, you already know that Mikayla is selfless, and she's always willing to put others before her success. Always. That's one thing we love about her. She has the kind of heart that's always filled with hope, and you know about that too. But besides all of the great attributes and stories I've told tonight, we really believe her greatest attribute is simply for the well-being of people in every shape and form. So, congratulations. Brenda and I welcome you to the family. So, with that, we raise a glass. Micah, welcome to the clan.
Let it take your heart away. You gotta open up your eyes. You gotta open up and take a breath and let the light out. Let it take your heart away. Let it take your heart away. Let it take your heart